The Executive Mayor of Tshwane is briefing the media on the city's financial outlook. Mayor Cilliers Brink is also outlining the city's current financial status and efforts to stabilise finances and improve revenue collection. For more on this, we cross to my colleague, Patricia Visagie. A very good afternoon, Patricia. What can we expect?
Good afternoon, Nompu, and to our viewers. Well, the Mayor of Tshwane, Cilliers Brink, alongside the other political leadership and, of course, top management here in the city of Tshwane, just concluded that much important briefing. And I must say, it's that time of the year when the city of Tshwane's financial health is again in the spotlight. You would understand the disaster that we experienced last year with about 10 billion rand of wasteful and irregular expenditure that caused a storm and led to, of course, the firing of the former Mayor Randall Williams. And, of course, that's how Cilliers Brink made it to this much important position. So, again, the finances of the city of Tshwane being interrogated. Where do we stand? What's being done to remedy the city? As you would know, that the city of Tshwane has been experiencing severe financial constraints, and that was also made worse by the crippling strike that went on for over 4 months last year. So today we heard that the city has a very strong holistic plan in place to try and turn around the financial position of the city. The city aims to, record or rather collect about 1 billion rand each month to try and see how they can close the gaps. I'm now joined by City Manager Johan Metler. It sounds like a holistic plan, but a lot of work will have to be done to collect revenue, to make sure that all the different role players come on board to realize that vision of collecting this money per month.
That is quite correct. And in fact, a lot of effort is going into also rebuilding the institution, also within especially the revenue department. So, for example, just to give you one example, we have traditionally had a case where electricity disconnections would have been done by the electricity department. But we have discovered a number of problems in that process, and we are now busy moving that section over to finance, so that it is finance that actually drives disconnections and not the electricity department. So it's not only a case of having the plans, but then also making sure that the institution can respond to it. And then perhaps a big issue also, as far as the institution is concerned, is metering. There is a big problem in respect of getting, especially our large businesses, accurate accounts, and we are now busy investing in the latest technology meters, so that we can hand to whoever owes us money an account that is beyond reproach, so that will then also assist in getting us to that additional 1 billion rand a month.
There's also been a lot of uproar in recent months, and it's intensifying in the last past couple of weeks about incorrect billing. A lot of people, particularly in the townships, who are saying that they are unhappy with the bills that they've received. They feel it's estimated, it's not correct. Is this the case? What is the city doing to get on the ground and to perhaps remedy the relationship between ratepayers in the townships and obviously trying to, make them pay, but also have their bills correct?
That is, in fact, a multi-pronged approach that we have to take. It is quite correct that there was an inordinate amount of estimations. And by law, you can only really estimate for 3 months, and then you must go and read a meter. Now, that has not happened for many years. So we were then not in a position to actually give or to render a bill that is credible. Also, if you leave a meter unattended, then that meter would not record correctly. So meters have to be calibrated quite regularly. Now if that doesn't happen, it adds to the problem. We also have a degree of unwillingness to pay there where where consumers know that the meter has not been read, but when our staff go in to read those meters, they are then confronted by a very angry community that says you must first improve services before we pay. So it really is a multi-pronged process that we are embarking. So we have to win the heart and soul of the communities, improve our infrastructure in terms of metering, but obviously also improve the delivery of the actual water and electricity and other services in that area.
The issue around Eskom also hangs in the balance. The city still owes Eskom a large sum of money, but there are plans that the city is putting in place. I heard earlier that you'll be asking for debt relief. Just take us through that very briefly.
Okay, I'll be very brief. In November of last year, we owed Eskom in the region of 5.4 billion. At the end of January, we owe them 3.9. So the Eskom debt is declining, and we're very happy about that. And we are putting in all efforts in order to ensure that by around May of this year, that we would be in the realm of a current account. So that's on the Eskom side. So I do think that we are making headway there. Then very briefly, as far as the debt relief is concerned, we have applied. We are still awaiting the response from the National Treasury. Should we get it, it would shave off just over R1 billion of our outstanding debt.
All right, thank you so much. Now we await, of course, to hear what the Office of the Auditor General has to say. That will give us a clear picture as to what is Tshwane's financial health and what's the way forward. It's back to studio.
Very much, my colleague there, Patricia Visagie.